Dude, I'm so glad you fuck with Key and Peele. I'm glad y'all are cultured white people, bro. Off white people. Sorry. I'm glad. Let's go! That was the one. That was the one.
I'm probably off white.
Let's go. That was the one. All right. We got that. Did we get it? All right, welcome back to Y'all on Good Fun Podcast, guys. Back. Your boy Bobby here. We got everybody in the room. Simul Martin over here. We got Hokanga. We got AJ back there on the ones and twos. All right. We were just talking about what do you think, all right, guys, what did white people make cool?
Oh, that's interesting. I'm drawing a blank.
What do you got? What not like invented, you know, like obviously they invented a lot of shit. What did they make cool? Like who is the white person who transcends and makes cool things?
Listen, I don't know, but I can think of three things.
Go for it.
That white people have made cool. I'm gonna say hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer. How do they make hand sanitizer cool?
Every time I see a white person, they got that little miniature hand sanitizer on deck.
That's true.
I can't
now you can't be arguing.
More responsible and cool.
AJ has it on the bag.
Corona, bro. They got it on the dashboard. They got it on their keychains. It's cool everywhere, baby.
All right, what else you got? What do white people make cool?
We got to give them dubstep. Listen, I've never seen more white people move in unison.
I've never been a big fan of dubstep.
I'm hypnotized by it. I like if I'm walking down the street and somebody's doing dubstep, they have my attention. And I think it started with Guitar Hero. I think AJ brought up on those machines. And
the guitars?
The guard. I'm sorry. Okay, I am wrong. But do you remember those machines? Big machines, and music was playing, and they had to step on the color coordinated.
Oh, you mean dance
Dance Revolution.
Guitar Hero.
That's Asian.
And
Wait a second. That wasn't white people. The Japanese invented that.
Well, listen, in America, white people made it cool.
Oh, they did? All right. That's true.
We kind of did the same thing to anime, honestly, because I don't think it's that cool.
Nah. Black people made anime cool, bro.
All right.
Black people. Listen, my friends who see this, they be like, nigga, you don't even watch anime, because I don't watch it as much as they do. But black people made anime cool.
Do they know where these sounds are coming from? Do we know it's Mark?
This is our 10th episode. They know Hokanga. They know AJ. We're here, baby.
Well,
episode 10.
All right. I'm just maybe this is somebody's first episode, and they're like, these black people got ghosts.
All right. Well, if this is y'all are on a video. Y'all are on a video. All right. Well, I announced your names, but not your race. That's very important these days. I'm so sorry to our listeners. All right. I gotta do. All right. We got your boy Bobby here. All right. African American. We got Samuel Martin.
African American.
All right. Hokanga is our beloved Caucasian. You know, we got to have one in the studio. Got to balance everything out. Got to balance it out. You need one white boy somewhere, everywhere you go. I'm sorry if you don't agree. And then we got AJ back there, the Cuban Colombian.
Right.
But you won't know by looking at him.
He's all white.
We just discovered his identity. All right. He didn't have a Latino Latinx. Sorry, he didn't have a Latinx card because he doesn't speak Spanish.
Oh, my God.
You didn't have a white card because you're not white. You just look it.
Right.
So from this day forward, AJ is off-white. How do you feel about that?
At least I have a card.
Oh, yeah.
I like that you make him sound more boring than me.
Off-white is more boring than white?
I don't know, man. He doesn't speak Spanish. You wouldn't know about looking at him. There's a lot of qualifiers.
I
liked it.
Listen, as a black man and a tall black man too, there's a few things stereotypical that about me that people will assume, and once they hear I don't do them, they're so disappointed. But not more disappointed than me, but they're so disappointed.
Like play basketball?
You got
That's
it.
number one.
You got it.
That's not being tall. That's being black.
It.
You know how many people ask me? My landlord that I just moved into my apartment asked me if I'm bald. When I moved in, he was like, do you guys play ball for Florida State or anything? And I said no. He's a nice guy. Nice old man. He's just with his times. That's all it is.
What about rap?
I mean, I used to rap though. You know what I'm saying? I got bars.
So you stereotypical with it. I'm not a rapper, and I don't know how to rap. I was not. God put me off on the assembly line before giving me that.
Yeah, and white people definitely didn't make rap cool. That was black people.
Well, my thing to AJ is, AJ, you're a Latin American who don't speak Spanish.
Did you think he made that cool?
Do you? No, man. I'm saying, do you receive flack, or do you receive a hard time?
All the time.
What?
The Hispanics are like, you're not Hispanic, you don't speak Spanish. And then, honestly, white people are really inviting. They're like, we'll take you. We'll take you. Like,
Dude, white people are out here recruiting. What you got on there?
It's just
It's
what
the racial draft, right?
Yeah.
We got AJ, Jaramillo.
Alvaro Jaramillo.
White people are a lot nicer about it. They're like, that's cool, you can ride. Hispanics are like, he don't even speak Spanish. Like, that's not cool. And I'm like, well, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
White people are like, he looks white and he has a full hairline. We'll take him.
Oh, white people kind of made. Well, they didn't make full hairlines cool.
No, but they may make being white people have nominated a vice president. Joe Biden's running mate. They've got Kamala Harris as his running mate, and honestly I don't know, man. She's the first woman. Oh no, is she the first woman vice president? I know she's the first black woman, and she's.
What do you think? I don't know. Look it up. Is she the first?
We've never had a female vice president.
Oh, we've never had a female
vice president.
Yeah, that shows you how little I knew about politics before I just started fucking watching all this
not
stuff.
We've never had a black vice president. So,
Yeah,
so that's the black woman vice president.
It's not.
Well, that's a big deal then.
Yeah, it's a big deal. How do you feel about having first white woman president, but also first black woman vice president? Running with Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, as the Republicans call him.
What's up?
I had a question.
Yeah.
Do you ever find that it may be insulting when people are like, oh, like, the first black person to, like, run, or, like, not run, like, do this, like, first black person to break this record, but, like, at a certain point, like, you just did something as opposed to being the first black person to do something? And, like, what's your opinion on that?
That's an interesting question. I would say it depends on the context of what you're talking about. When it comes to something as important as like being a vice president, or because we've only had, well, that's the whole reason why they say the first, but being the first black person to do something that like other people can see and like it's in a position of like uplifting and people can look at it, then all of it is accepted. Like you want all of that. It's not like why they got to make it about race again, you know, because we can, but like, you know, it's just what you want to do for your people. At least that's my take on it. What do you feel like?
I feel it speaks to the culture, right? So when someone says, this is the first woman CEO of Plastic Entertainment, I don't know. This is the first Latin American. It speaks to the culture of the company. It speaks to how far we've progressed. And so it's worth mentioning. I feel sorry for the person who is the first, because that's a lot of pressure. Because people do want to just be human sometimes, but you know, as
I didn't think of that.
Right, I just want to be in a band. I don't want to be the first black anything.
You know,
and to carry that stigma has to
wait.
be burdensome. So I think it's important. It's worth mentioning for the culture, but I think it's unfortunate. It can be unfortunate for the person in that position to carry that cross.
In that manner, I think that's correct if the performer is the one uncomfortable, like if that starts to overshadow their talent or whatever they are being like told to do, or they are performing, or their job, that is when I can see it being a problem. But like I don't think anybody would be like, oh, like if I'm the first black, give me something. If I'm the first black man on the moon, wait, he wasn't black. His last name was just Black Armstrong. All right. If I'm the first black man on the moon, and like people are like, oh, like he's black, like they're not like he's black and he did this. That is, I don't know. I think that's where my thing comes in.
So include the work for Bobby. Don't just say I'm the first. Include the work.
I think that all black people in that position would want you to like I am the first person to do this. Like, don't admire me because I'm black and do this. Admire me because like I am black and I do this, but I am good at this. Like, I'm doing this just like anybody else could do it, if not better.
My biggest fear is being put on a pedestal because I am that guy. Like, I'm not, like, I'm pretty ambitious. Very good question, AJ. I'm pretty ambitious, but I don't want to be the spokesperson for an entire movement or race.
Yeah,
but
that's a lot of pressure. That's a different aspect. Like, just being the first to do something isn't,
I feel bad for athletes who are great, or not just athletes. I'm talking about people who are great in their field, and then they get from the people, whatever demographic they're a part of, they get that demographic looks at them and say, you should do more for us. And it's like, oh, I just like technology. I didn't sign up to be MLK in this. I just like writing code.
Honestly, that's kind of like, in a way, what Michael Jordan did when he said Republicans buy shoes too. Like, you remember? Do you know about that? Like, when Michael Jordan, like when his shoe came out, they were like, Mike, can you co-sign like this movement? And it was the 80s or 90s. I forget like which act movement they were talking about. Like, can you co-sign this movement? Do a commercial for this campaign? Can you look up so I can say the people's names and not sound stupid? But
sound stupid, Bobby?
Not sound stupid.
You're pretty
just,
stupid.
Shut up, nigga. But like Michael Jordan, he said they were like, can you do this campaign for this Democratic candidate? And he was like, well, I'm not going to do that because Republicans buy sneakers too. I didn't play basketball to be a political person. I didn't play basketball to be the first, blah, blah, blah. I did it to play basketball.
Yeah, this reminds me of a podcast we had. One of the first podcasts we had. I can't think of the episode, but we were asking if you could be any race but your own, what would you be? And then we all went around the room, and it was very funny, very, very funny. Go back and watch some of those episodes, guys. You would be amazed at some of the stuff we thought of. We were stupid.
Get to the point. Get to the point.
Can I plug us?
That's fine.
They're here for us. Can I plug us, please?
Get to the point.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't watch anything but what you're watching now. Jeez. So my point is, somebody said during that point, so you got me rattled. My point was, somebody said, man, if I was white, I could just be normal. But if I was black, I got to be extraordinary. And it's just like...
That was Armando. That was Armando who said that. The guy who was on the episode 8 send-off, that was my boy Mondo.
White people can just be regular themselves.
Do you have any...
whereas... if you're of any other demographic, you have to be extraordinary, and to get and it's like, I wish I could be white so I could just be basic, and still be good at life.
What's up, AJ?
So the person who was trying to get his endorsement was called, I think it's an organization called Gant.
Okay.
Gantt.
Gant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I looked back and I thought it was on there. It's like I just read
wanted
what it was to the people so I can like reiterate the point. But basically the moral of the story is I wish I knew more about it. But like, yeah, he was just it was a Democratic black candidate. They wanted Jordan to do an ad for them, and he was like, Republicans buy sneakers too, because he didn't want to be the black person, the spokesperson for everybody. But
whatever Kamala's take, I commend her for being being a woman in a male-dominated field, aka politics, and being accepted to this post. If it's a thing they go through with her as the vice president, but I don't know, man. She makes me feel awkward. I feel like this is one of the things where, okay, let's get a black person on the ticket and we get the black vote. Do you feel like if they bring a black person on the ticket, would you you gonna support anybody black? Is that your take?
In these, like, well, first of all, that's literally why he picked Kamala Harris. He was literally told by Diddy, Charlamagne the God, and I'll wrap this up real quick. He was told by Diddy, Charlamagne the God, a bunch of like powerful black leaders, like, we are not, like, the Democrats don't just get a free black vote for not doing anything. You need to put a black woman in to get our vote this year, which I think that's a good thing, because now we're represented, and like now we have somebody there who will actually look after our interests.
I don't like Kamala, man. She's a black queen, but also America's #1 cop.
All right, yeah, you just gotta take the good with the bad. It's politics.
No. Not in this day and age when we talk about defund the police. We'll
run this back we'll be right back, guys. We'll run it back when we come back from the show. All right, guys, we're back with the show. All right. Final thoughts on what we were saying. Oh, also the Michael Jordan story I was talking about earlier. The senator's name was Harvey Gantt. He was running for Democratic Senate, the senator, whatever, and wanted Michael Jordan to make a video for his campaign. So go back and look at that story. But yeah, real quick, my closing thoughts on the Kamala Joe Biden thing was like,
I want you to end
like
it
you were
off,
saying,
and I'll start it. How about I'll start it, and then you'll end it off with your thought.
All right, go ahead. Let me write it down then.
There you go. Do your thing, Bobby. My closing thought on this before we move on is that the dilemma we have is minorities do need representation. I don't care what minority you are. Representation matters a lot. So the idea that we have a black woman, we had a black president, it matters. But what it boils down to is that we're all human with our own agenda. And Kamala has had her own agenda from the start. It seems like she's very opportunistic. I don't know. She hasn't acted in a way that's advantageous to the black community. But now we have to support her like she's a part of the black community, which she is. But she's incarcerated more black men than anybody I know. And so that's the dilemma that we have, and that's my closing thoughts on Kamala.
The thing about that, I think you are solely focusing on the issue of police reform, which is a big issue. So to say that she's only she hasn't done anything for the people because she's put so many, I get that. That's fucked up, 100%. But I'm pretty sure there are definitely other qualifications of things that she's done. My closing thought was that what you were saying was, like Joe and Kamala, like America's #1 cops, but people, if they get in the office and they don't change the shit that they did and that they created, like the '94 crime bill, like putting people in the office, people are still going to criticize them, and just like people do Trump for not doing shit, it's not going to go away just because these people created this. They still have to atone for those original sins that they have created that plague the black communities. That's my closing final thing on it.
Yeah, well, let's agree to disagree. Anyway,
how was your day, bro? How was your day? How was you guys?
Wait. Our day, Bobby? We need to know about your day. You told me something earlier today that had my hair stand on its ends. What happened to you today?
AJ and Mark haven't even heard this fucking shit yet.
No?
Literally, bro, today was probably the most chaotic day I've ever had. I was so pissed. But it wasn't bad chaotic. I was at the fucking gas station, all right, the Circle K over on Lake Bradford. This guy pumps his gas in front of me. I'm at the gas pump behind him. He's pumping his gas. He's done. I'm pumping my gas. Starts his car, reverses into my car.
Oh.
All the way back to my fucking car. Then, bro, I'm sitting back for a sec. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So he moves up. He gets out of the car.
Yeah.
It's a black guy.
Oh, no. I thought he was Mexican.
Nah.
Okay, black guy. Here we go.
Say something, son. Oh, baby, I missed it. But yeah, it was a black guy.
Okay.
Black guy. So I was like, all right, well, it's 2020. I'm not beefing with nobody black. Let me be nice.
Is that what it is? Go ahead. All right.
Hey, I heard it, bro. It's philosophy that I
so
heard.
You're back to your car.
Pass it on. I gotta pass it on. I'm not beefing with nobody black this year. But so I see him. I'm like, God damn it. So I look at his car. His car is fine. I'm like, please be all right. I'm broke. I can't fix this shit right now. It was a cool car. He was like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. And he's looking at me. He's like, I'm sorry. He wants to dap me up. He wants to give me blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wait a second, bro. You don't got a mask on. You ain't got gloves on. And I didn't even have the patience to just deal with what was going on. I was like, bro, we're good. Don't worry about it. Let's get the fuck out of here. So I didn't even want to call cops over there, anything. None of that shit.
Your car okay?
Huh?
Your car's okay?
Yeah, my car's straight. His car is straight too. But I took a picture of license plates just in case, though, if some shit happens. But my question was do you think? Well, first of all, react to the story. To the story.
Well, for one, you don't tell me what to do. Okay.
Are you reacting?
I will give you my. I want to ask you a question. So he just runs into your car. What's his thing?
Bro, no,
what is
he
thinking
reversed.
about?
He reversed.
You're at the gas stop. You know there's a car behind you, and you reverse, and you don't go forward. What did he look like? Was he okay? Why?
He got out, and this was the highest man I've ever seen in my life, bro. I swear to God, he smoked all the weed, did all the drugs, bro. It was fucking infuriating. But my question that I got to the conclusion from that is, do you guys think will Corona change the way we handle conflict? Because I didn't even want to sit there shake his hand. I didn't want to wait for police. I was trying to get the fuck out of there. Nobody had a mask on. Everybody walking around like looking at our cars. Like, are y'all okay? I'm like, no, back up, get the fuck away. Like, what do you guys think?
Will Corona change the way we handle
conflicts like that?
conflict
Yeah,
like
because
that?
I didn't want to do shit.
You didn't have to shake his hand. You could just use your word and be like, hold on, man. Back up while I take a look at this. Like, you didn't need to shake his hand for that.
I'd say it clearly changes the way you handle conflict.
Right, obviously.
But not the way I handle conflict. Right. Anybody hits my car, I'm like, money right now, or I'm calling the cops. Either way, I'm getting money.
I don't want to call the cops on a black person. That's my thing. That's my dilemma.
Bro, you gotta listen, I support the culture 110%. But we human. And it's
I get it.
He high.
But listen,
he in the closet.
He was up there. He was up there. I don't know what he was probably off some K2. Like, he had enough time to realize that he was going backwards.
High people are a lot. I will say this. If somebody hit my car and they were high, I just think the tone of a high person is just a lot more easier going to deal with. And I'm less likely to like go off, especially as a smoker, a partaker of the ganja at times.
Partaker of the ganja. Would make weed sound awful.
So I'm less likely to go off on somebody that's high. What about you? You didn't go off on him.
I didn't, bro. I didn't. He said that. Would y'all handle that? Like, he already said that he handles conflict different. Would you handle conflict different now after Corona?
Well, I don't like to get sweaty, so I've never been a fighter. And I'm like,
that means he gonna lose. That's what it.
Here's the thing, though. If I hate you, why am I also getting dirty for you? Why am I also going into a sweat for you?
Going into a sweat.
Why am I
also what?
Why am I also going to get arrested for you? You know what? What will turn this into a better day?
What?
Instead of taking that route?
What?
Me taking my long-gated self and walking away and enjoying the rest of my day. Like,
that's what I do. I'm here. I'm podding. I'm with the boys.
Okay.
Yo. I just get so emotional when I see y'all, man. I just be together with the boys.
I really thought you were crying for a second.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
I was looking at Sammy and I was like,
yeah, bro. I had a weird ass day, and then I washed my clothes today, and I have a question because this came up with me and my roommate. Yeah. I was like, bro, do you have a Tide Pod I can borrow? I'm gonna go wash my underwear. He was like, yeah, under one condition. You wash my underwear with yours. Like, wash our clothes, and I was like, what the? I'm not washing. That's weird. That's not weird.
That's fair.
Are you guys dating?
No,
okay.
But
what? America has such a huge homophobic culture.
How is that That has nothing to do with gays.
So I cut.
That's just filth.
No.
I'm not gonna wash a man's underwear with my. First of all,
they're all dirty, Bobby.
What's up, AJ?
They're all dirty.
I think the more important thing to focus on here is who the fuck only washes their underwear in one load. You wash them all together,
right? With other clothes. You should hand wash your underwear if that's how you feel, and it's not a homophobic thing. You don't want balls touch. Yes, if that's a homophobic thing, you should wash your underwear, like AJ said, independently of everything else, which no one does.
Y'all don't understand. Why you wash only your underwear, separate from your other clothes?
Like, do you have that much underwear?
I mean, no, I have.
Do you just wash everything together? That's how everyone else does it.
So you telling me y'all just throw loads in? You don't. I separate my shit. Is that weird?
What do you? But I don't separate underwear from everything else.
Listen, I wash my shirts, my pants, and then I wash my underwear, my socks.
Bro, what's your water bill at? What the hell are you doing?
Most people just do black and white.
Right.
If even. Like,
right.
Or
that makes
material.
less sense.
Or by material. If some materials are delicate.
So washing your underwear with another man's underwear is only weird to me.
Yeah.
I'm fucking.
Bro,
that part's separate. What's really weird is that you
person.
only wash your underwear all together.
Well, I wash my underwear with my other delicates.
I understand. Okay.
You
can listen. I understand that separated by color, coordinated, right? Or separated by texture, right? I'm not gonna wash the car mats with my, luxury shirt like I have on right now.
Luxury, he tried to get that off.
Luxury shirt.
Trying to get that off.
I get that.
Go ahead.
Washing textures together.
Yeah.
But you're saying I don't want to wash filth with other filth?
I'm not washing another man's drawers with my drawers. No.
It's weird that he asked you to wash his underwear. Just in general, like that.
Nobody even got to that. See,
No.
y'all was attacking me for separating my laundry.
You only wash your underwear all at once.
Yeah, that is weird too.
My problem is you want a Tide Pod, but I can't have stipulations that go with my Tide Pod.
I mean, I can wash it for you because you're letting me use your stuff, but I'm not putting it in with mine. That's weird.
Why? Why is it? Why? I need to know why it's weird.
I just think that is. I'm not. Why would I want to wash?
Why?
Your balls sweat with my balls sweat?
Homophobic.
That's not homophobic. I don't want to touch your balls, nigga. I don't want to.
You're not.
Touch his balls right now. You are gay.
Right now.
Right.
You're homophobic.
All right.
I want to take a
Right now.
Listen. Moving on.
Lay across the couch, and I want to know what happened to you when you were a kid.
Shut the fuck up, man. Jesus Christ. Moving on. You guys.
We're on the dog.
Moving on. Hey, can you pull up that story again? Because I'm going to fuck this name up. Did you guys hear about the Seahawks cornerback, man? Last week, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, we talked about Lou Williams in the bubble and like bringing booty into the bubble or going out to get the booty. And
I said, don't go out to get the booty because you have way more opportunity to contact corona. If anything, they should bring the booty in.
All right. Well, athletes would listen to that, because of you,
did they listen?
Because of you, Seattle Seahawks cornerback, what was his name? Kima. I'm sorry, bro. Kima Sivren. We got it. Oh, let's go. TV works. All right, Kima Sivren. All right, he was caught. He was cut from the team because he tried to sneak a woman into the team hotel despite COVID-19 concerns. The story says that he supposedly dressed this woman up in Seahawks gear so she looked like one of the players.
That's hilarious.
And now he's cut from the team because he took your advice.
Man.
How do you feel, Sammy?
I'm just glad we're all in Good Fun Pod is having an influence on the culture, baby. You call me a social media influencer.
Keep people fired from their jobs one day at a time.
He brought the booty in. My only thing is he put the team at risk. Not of corona, but now every girlfriend in the locker room is going to look at their husband or boyfriend and be like, you never took a risk with your career and brought me into the locker room. You don't care about me.
Bro, like everybody, I feel like it should be stated, I think the NBA bubble and sports bubbles are for mistresses. They're not for main pieces.
What?
They're not for main pieces. It's either strippers or Instagram baddies that they're bringing in right now.
I'm getting tired of us separating it's all about relationship. However that relationship unfolds, everybody deserves relationship. If it's with strippers, if it's with your wife, bring them in.
I mean, I'm saying, you can bring them in, but it's important to distinct from the two.
Yeah.
Who you're getting caught with.
Oh, well, this was his girlfriend. So.
Oh yeah, we don't know. It said a woman in the article. You know, she might just be a free spirit. He might be chilling. You don't know what they got going on, what they got arranged.
What if he did have like a girlfriend or wife, and then this story comes out, and she got to read it? Ooh. Or you got to come home and be like, baby, I was the 9th round pick, but no more.
That's how you find out. That's how you find out your man is cheating, bro. Bro, that'd be funny as fuck. You find out your man's cheating on because of a headline. You just wake up the next day. What would you do if you found out your girl was cheating because you saw a headline the next day in the news?
I'm gonna rephrase that. I'm gonna be mad that my girl found that I was cheating. Now that I'm unemployed, I done lost my girlfriend and my job. I'm gonna need to come to the podcast to see the boys.
This is my therapy, man. I love y'all. What's up, AJ?
You guys should at him.
We should at girl. I gotta find his social media. That's a hard ass name. That's a hard ass name. Let me not disrespect anybody.
Before we at him, Bobby got to answer. How would you feel? What would you do if you lost your job, or you lost your girl because of a headline?
You just wake up the next day. I'm gonna do what I always do, bro. I'm gonna thug it out. I'll be all right. But guess what? You going on a shirt, big fella. Whoever she with. Bro, do you see those notes that it's been happening a lot on social media lately? People will break up and they'll write like a to whoever gets her next note. You been seeing that shit? It's been going around on TikTok. Some simp ass, I'm not going to put race on it because I always make them jokes, but some simp ass, you know what, was like, whoever gets her next, put a TikTok with him crying, writing a letter because his girl went to another guy.
That's sad. Like, what's for
Prayers
you?
out for the homie, but keep that
so
shit.
sad.
Don't put that on TikTok.
What's for you is for you. And clearly, she wasn't. She for the streets.
Hey, man, don't laugh. We need people for the streets.
Me too. How else Sammy don't get laid?
Listen, people gotta eat, all right? Let me not say eat. What the fuck that was?
Are they cannibals? Bobby's like, people gotta eat. Bobby's advocating for cannibals and serial killers.
Oh.
People gotta eat. These girls for the streets.
All right, guys, we're gonna take one more break. We'll be right back.
Next week.